Hey guys, it's Seras and Nolas, and we're here to talk to you today about cheating. And not because I was cheated on recently or that anybody else was cheated on recently that I know, but it's because I've been talking about it with a couple of my friends, and it seems like a lot of people have other ideas of, what cheating is or what it isn't, or, what they consider in their relationship as unfaithful or faithful or something like that. And are you gonna go? What are you gonna do? What? I guess she's gonna hang out right there. Are you gonna hang out right there? Look. And this is my Leafy on her roomie. So it's always fun to me that people want to judge others on what they do or don't like about their relationship, or what they consider would be cheating, or wouldn't be cheating, kind of a thing. And it's kind of like whatever is said, a verbal agreement between two people or six people. If everyone's in agreement of something and they're not hurting themselves or other people, it really shouldn't matter what it is. Like, it just doesn't matter. And I mean, there are some people out there, for example, who, most common one that I'm aware of, and that is also in my relationship personally, is that my fiance is perfectly fine with me kissing other girls as long as we both know them. And it seems like most relationships are fine with same-sex kissing, or even sometimes same-sex sex, which is not in mine. But some people aren't. My last relationship, he was not okay with me kissing other women. That was fine with me. And some people are completely against that because they're like, oh, well, then you're just saying that it's like a joke, for two girls to be together, two guys, homosexual relationships are a joke. And no, it's not about a joke. I knew two lesbian girls who were perfectly fine with the other person kissing a guy. I also have, friends who are gay who have no problem with their guy friends with their boyfriends kissing a girl. They're okay with it. It's not that it's a joke, it's that they're just having a good time and it's whatever. They're not like having sex, they're not falling in love. It's just, to them, not a big deal. And everyone has varying degrees of what a big deal is. Like I just said, my ex had, no tolerance for me kissing a girl, so I never did. If you only want me kissing you, I have no problem with that. And obviously, in my relationship, kissing the opposite sex or anything else past a friendly hug or something is definitely not okay, and that's fine. Some people, I had a girl, a friend, not a girlfriend, but a friend in high school, who was completely okay with her boyfriend having sex with other girls as long as he only loved her, which of course, is a really unusual thing to not consider cheating. That leaves, in my opinion, a lot of room for the guy to fall in love with the girl to fall in love with the guy, or vice versa, or, breakups and all kinds of things to happen. But, it, I guess, worked for them and it was fine. But it doesn't mean that anyone has the right to judge them. They're not hurting anyone. Everyone's in agreement. Who it's affecting, why does it matter? Yeah, pregnancy, STDs can also come in at that point too. But that's on that's on them. And if they're all okay with it, then it really doesn't matter. If you want to marry like 7 people, I don't care. If they're all in agreement with it, you're not forcing them or anything like that. They're all happy. Be a polygamist. I don't give a crap. If you want to marry a horse, I guess I don't care. I don't think it's necessarily right because the horse can't give consent. But if you want to, I guess go ahead, as long as you don't hurt the animal. Let me tell you something though. I'm very big on hurting people who hurt animals. When I was 8 years old, there was a boy who lived on my street, and he found an alligator lizard because in California, especially where I live, alligator lizards come out during the summer a lot, like, bluebellies and stuff. And he had found a brick, and he wanted to smash the lizard because he was convinced that lizards had no feelings. And I told him that if he did that, I was going to throw the brick at his face. So I went inside and I did what other 8-year-olds do. I don't know, I napped or I ate or I watched The Lion King or something. And I came back outside and I went down to the street and I found a same brick and I looked under it and the lizard was smashed underneath it. And I was just like, oh really? So I walked up to the boy with the brick behind my back and I was just like, so did you smash that lizard? He's just like, yeah, and it didn't even scream like a person would, ha ha ha. So I hit him in the face with a brick and busted his lip open, and then he had to get 4 stitches, and my mom had to pay his medical bill. But it doesn't matter because I did what I said I was going to do, and I am very against animal abuse. So going back to what that originally came from, I guess, is that if you're marrying the animal and you're not hurting it, I guess it really doesn't matter. I don't know. I guess I just don't give a shit if it doesn't affect my life, but I just don't want anyone hurting an animal. But I mean, if people aren't hurting themselves or other people, then it really doesn't matter what they think is cheating or not. Some people don't think that, cyber sex, like, typing on the computer, what you're going to do to the person, role-playing, whatever, all that, is cheating. Well, personally, I would, because you're, talking to another person about sexual things, and sometimes things can get heated, and you're just like, send me a picture of you touching yourself or something like that, or whatever, and some people don't think that's cheating, and that's fine. I do, because some people are like, it's like reading a romantic novel or something, and I'm like, no, it's not. The novel does not talk back to you. It doesn't talk back to you. This is another person reciprocating and, responding to your advances and whatever you're saying on the internet, and there are people who don't think that, sending nudes is cheating. It's just, it's a form of art to some people, and they don't. I personally do. If I ever found CJ sending a nude to some girl, I'd be like, what the fuck is this bullshit? And I'm sure he'd feel the same way about me. And that's what I always tell people too. It's like, it comes in terms of cheating. If you're about to make a decision, with someone, another person or whatever, and you're sitting there and you're just like, would I be upset if my boyfriend or girlfriend did the same thing? And if the answer is yes, then don't do that thing, because do you really want to have double standards in a relationship? You'd want to alleviate any chance of that happening. Or if the answer is no, I wouldn't mind, then I guess go for it, but I probably would check with them first. But I mean, it's all about what you and the other person are in agreement with, and if other people don't like it, that's really not their business. I mean, it doesn't matter what other people think. If you're not doing anything wrong and you and your partner or partners are all fine with it, then what the fuck does it matter what they think? And don't let anyone tell you that that's, how it is. Just because I don't agree with something that you're doing doesn't make it wrong. I mean, some people are against their boyfriends or girlfriends watching porn when they're not around, or even when they are around. They're very against, pornography. It's a really common thing, too. And they think, what do they prefer, the porn over me, or they only want to have sex when we're watching porn. I mean, I guess there's some rare mental disorder that mostly males and, females can too get, where they can't achieve an orgasm without, something pornographic being on, a picture or, a video or sound or something like that. And, that's fine. People don't like that. And it's like, I think if you talk to the person enough, and that usually doesn't tend to happen, but I guess it does. And if you're really uncomfortable, then that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's up between the two of you. Some people think that calling phone sex lines is, cheating. Personally, I would not be okay with that. But some people think it's fine, and that's okay too. It's just whatever you're comfortable with, and, just stop judging other people. If they're not hurting you or affecting your life in a negative way, then fuck off. It doesn't matter. Sometimes you gotta let people learn to make mistakes on their own. I'm learning that too with my own friends, well, not like all my friends are making mistakes or anything, but just a couple people who, I think their decisions are questionable, but they're not directly in immediate danger or endangering other people. They need to learn how to fall on their ass too, and I'll just help them get back up if they want it, or they can help themselves get back up. I'm just here if they need to be, but I'm not their mother, I'm not their parent. I don't need to guide them unless they come ask me for help. So just stop being such an asshole. You don't have to like something or agree with it. If someone is doing something that you don't want to do, whether it's drugs or sleeping with people, or they like a certain thing or music or anime or something, a car you don't like, then I guess and it bothers you to the point where you judge them very harshly on that, then don't hang out with them. I'm sure there's something or somebody or whatever that you like that they don't, or something, but you don't have to sit there and be a complete fucking asshole. You can just be like, well, I don't really like this, it bothers me so much that I have to be a dick about it, so I'm just gonna not be friends with you. And that's fine to do. I mean, I guess the whole point of this is that everyone has different ways of viewing different things, which I'm sure everybody knows, but everyone uses really harsh judgment, and you probably shouldn't. If it really bothers you, then don't hang out with that person, but at the same time, you should, if they're not hurting anyone of themselves, you should probably just let it be, and let them figure it out on their own. Everyone has different things that work for them. Sometimes shit just works. Sometimes, also, on another subject, I've heard of people who are okay with their other person giving, like, oral sex to the person, which I would definitely not be cool with. But, it's whatever the other person's comfortable with, and everyone else should just kind of fuck out of their lives if they don't like it. I don't know, but yeah, I don't. This is my friend Nayeli got a Glaceon. This came as a package deal. I forget where we got it. But she got a Glaceon and I got a Leafeon. My friend Jenn actually has one too, and I think she also got a similar Leafeon to mine. But I eventually want all the EV evolutions, and of course my rocket shirt. I got a Fanime this year. This is like my third time buying a rocket shirt. I think the first time I let an old friend borrow it, and she was supposed to give it back, but she forgot it, and then I said, whatever, keep it. Then I bought another one. And then the second one I bought, what happened to it? I had dyed my hair purple in Steven's shower, and I was bleaching it out, and I had that shirt on, and I got bleach on it. And then I ended up giving it to Nayeli, and she's gonna like put cloth paint over it, the bleach spots, and then this one I bought and everything. But like, oh, you guys see this bracelet I'm wearing? This is really cool. My friend Jenn, who just turned 18 on Sunday, happy birthday, Jenn. She made me this. There's a shiny Rapidash, and an Emboar, and a shiny Ninetales, and a shiny Arcanine, and a shiny Typhlosion, and a shiny Flareon. And they're all really cool. And other than that, not much else has been going on. My nose is itchy because my cat is shedding so much. She could like put hairs on my nose. But yeah, I just want to make that video, and I'll make another one soon. And I hope you guys are all having a really good week so far. Tomorrow is Sexual Wednesday. Woo! Jenn Marbles! I love her. And I think that's about all I had to say. So yeah, stay tuned for my next video, and I will see you guys later. Bye!